Jim Carrey has been everywhere lately, with his philosophical worldviews popping up in interview after interview. But what really is going on? Welcome back to What's Trending. I'm Ava Gordy. Be sure to like this video and subscribe for more stories. As most of you have probably seen by now, Jim Carrey gave an infamous interview on E! News at New York Fashion Week. If you haven't seen it, here's a couple snips.
You don't believe certain icons have the power to make change, to think differently, to be bold, to inspire others? Artistry, you're one of them.
On the good foot. Ha! Yeah. You shut her down now. Yeah, no, I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality.
And this now famous clip about tetrahedrons.
I didn't get dressed up.
Who did?
There is no me.
There's no you.
No.
We're not here. This is a dream.
There's just things happening. And there are clusters of tetrahedrons moving around together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's happening in our world right now? Because there is a lot of news that actually is relevant that's not that
Here's
uplifting.
the thing, it's not our world.
We're all just tetrahedrons. And this interview caused a lot of controversy online regarding Carrey's mental state. Some claimed he was having a mental breakdown, like @TheAdley, who tweeted, "I live in constant fear that Jim Carrey might kill himself." Or @JackieTalkNerdy, who said, "I love Jim Carrey. I'm also really worried about Jim Carrey. He's been through some heavy stuff recently, and that interview left me unsettled." But others are convinced that he's enlightened. @SoGallant tweeted, "Jim Carrey woke AF." And @AshMMM said, "The negativity Jim Carrey is receiving is BS. In my eyes, he is enlightened. He's making a point how irrelevant and shallow life can be/is." Since then, he's been given interviews left and right that either make no sense or make so much sense. Kind of depends on who you are.
There is no me, no self. Jim Carrey is gone, actually never existed, and I know that now. So I'm able to take gigantic chances with this thing that people know as Jim Carrey.
And on Saturday, he publicly chatted on a stage about giving up hope. He said, "The fact is, going down the river of sorrow and suffering is the way to freedom. I've gone through it, and I'm telling you, you don't survive it. You don't come out of it on the other side. You might come out of it with a body, but there's no you attached to it." And concluded that with, "It's tough to be yourself if you don't have a self." So while these thoughts can be seen as enlightened, woke, aware, they can also be cause for concern, and I personally see both sides of this coin. He's been vocal in the past about his depression and even opened up about taking Prozac once before in a 2010 interview.
I've read a couple of places where you said you've struggled with depression from time to time. I was on Prozac for a long time. Yep, I was on Prozac for a long time, and I'm not sure. I mean, it may have helped me out of a jam for a little bit, but people stay on it forever. You know, I had to get off at a certain point because I realized that, you know, everything's just okay.
But in an interview with W Magazine on Monday, he said, "I have no depression in my life whatsoever. I don't have meds, I don't have supplements, I don't have anything. I've just got a couple fish oils a day, and the rest of it is just good diet and a little bit of exercise and understanding that I don't exist. You had me until I don't exist." And he gave us another intriguing soundbite in an interview with ET Canada.
When you wake up in the morning and you feel like I'm the universe, you don't have to reach for the stars. You know, you can just let life happen.
Now, to give some context to all these interviews of existentialism, it's important to look at where Jim Carrey's personal life is at the moment. Jim Carrey's late girlfriend, Catriona White, committed suicide via a drug overdose in September of 2015. He is currently on trial for her wrongful death amidst claims that he supplied her the prescription drugs that she used to overdose, and that he gave her a multitude of STDs that also drove her to wanting to commit suicide. Before her tragic death, she had also written several suicide notes at different times. One was penned in 2013 after they had broken up, saying, "Released to the press about all the physical abuse, mental abuse, and diseases that Jim gave me. And Jim Carrey, my blood is on your hands." It's important to note that she didn't kill herself after that note. She and Carrey ended up getting back together 18 months after that. Her final suicide notes were found near her body and made no mention of blame toward Jim Carrey. The 20-day trial is set to begin on April 27, 2018. Amidst this trial, his return to TV after 13 years was just announced. He'll be working with Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind director Michel Gondry on a new 30-minute Showtime comedy series called Kidding. So a lot is going on with Carrey personally, and he's either risen above it all, or this is his way of dealing with it. Or he's not dealing with it at all. It's very hard to tell. I truly admire and respect Jim Carrey as an artist, and I think he's done a lot of great work, but these interviews really do concern me. I think a lot of his recent quotes are thoughtful and yes, transcending, but that kind of self-awareness, or should I just say awareness, can be hard to bear. Or maybe he has it all figured out, and there's no need to worry. I don't know. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of Jim Carrey's recent interviews and the discussion that it's raised? Let us know in the comments below, like this video, and subscribe for more What's Trending. For more stories, go to whatstrending.com.